Welcome in everyone to Fantasy Farm Sports. I am Jack Stache. I will be giving you every bit of advice to tackle these Thanksgiving Day games in the NFL. Whether we're betting them, whether we're staying away from them, I'm giving you information so you can digest before that turkey hits your system and you get so sleepy. Before I start giving you some of these picks and ideas and overviews, subscribe to the channel. If you've already subscribed to the channel, which I'm sure a lot of you have, send the link to one of your friends, right? You've got friends out there that like to bet, pick, whatever they like to do. They like sports information. We're giving authentic 100% sports information every single week. Last Sunday, we were 9-3. The weekend before that, we were 9-3. We've been attacking these games and doing very well. So if you're capitalizing and making money, all I'm asking for is a click and a subscribe, and that is free to you. Thanksgiving Day is going to be filled with turkey, with stuffing, mashed potatoes, and at the end, some pumpkin pie and cranberry sauce. In the middle, before the dinner, while you're hanging out with your friends, you want to place bets because you're bored, you want to have some scratch on the game. Whether it's $5 or $500, you want to have an educated guess. It's very important. I mean, flying blind is fine, but you want to be able to chat with your friends and talk to them which guys you like, which guys you don't like, and for which reasons. That's why you're going to have the subscription here. That's why you're going to follow us, and we'll take you through every single game. First game on the docket, as you see it scrolling below on your screen, it's your Green Bay Packers versus the Detroit Lions. And I'll tell you what, I've got a lot of Packers fans. They are passionate. They love their quarterback. Josh Jacobs is awesome. Christian Watson's been playing very well. Unfortunately, they lost Tucker, their tight end, but things happen throughout the season. They're playing against a Detroit Lions team that, to be quite honest, was looking ahead. That's what I think was happening, right? They played the New York Giants last week, and they didn't play well at all. I mean, let's just call a spade a spade. It wasn't a good game. Jameis Winston always seems to do much better and punch above his weight anyway. But to go into overtime with a team that is on their third string quarterback, we can all argue maybe Jameis Winston should have been starting the whole season. But we live with what we have. Jameis Winston was the third string quarterback dealing with third string talent, and the Giants still pushed Detroit to the brink. Let's get to that line. The line sits at 2.5. 2.5 is what we have. The over-under stands at 48. Those are two things for which I can't change unless I had millions of dollars to push them around. I like the Packers. I really do. But who did the Packers play last week? And don't go, well, they played the Vikings, because we all know they played the Vikings. But the Vikings are a team right now that is prepared and set up to win, except their quarterback's not very good. I think J.J. McCarthy will be fine. I think he'll eventually settle in. He'll have wow moments. We'll be all happy eventually to watch J.J. McCarthy blossom into a great quarterback. But right now, the kid is taking his lumps. You can't back him as a bettor, and even worse, some of his moments are unwatchable. I mean, J.J. McCarthy is the reason why you sit a kid and make him watch and make him learn and make him do other things. He's just not playing well. He's overthrowing wide receivers, and Justin Jefferson's about to go crazy. Literally crazy. I mean, every ball is thrown over his head. So the reason why I'm telling you this is because the Packers defense looked unstoppable last week. They looked like the best defense in the league because J.J. McCarthy helped them do that. Sack after sack, interception after interception. I mean, the beat just kept going on. And I don't think that's what the Packers are. I think they're a good defense. I think they're a nice team. I think they're coached well. But this Lions team, they had to deal with Philly in Philly. That was a slugfest that they didn't win. And then they had to deal with the Giants. And you can say whatever you want to say about the New York Giants. I already have. But let's not pretend like that defense isn't good. The defense has talent. Our one viewer, fantastic. We're on the board now, baby. The Lions' defense isn't very good, but they're playing real opponents, right? Like Jameis Winston right now is a better quarterback than J.J. McCarthy. These are just facts for you guys. Easily a better quarterback. Jalen Hurts, for all the hate that he gets, is still a better quarterback than what the Packers face in J.J. McCarthy. So I understand that the Lions are dinged up a little bit. They are at home. It's -2.5. This should be a spot where we love the Packers. But I just think that as lackluster as the Lions have looked over the past few weeks, they got to come out on fire. I mean, because this is a division team that views you as soft. Imagine that. Right? The Packers are looking at the Lions going, you know, we watched them the past couple of weeks. We didn't think they got it anymore. I think that the Lions are looked at as a little soft. The Bears are looked upon as ascending. And the Vikings are lame ducks. The Packers think that they could take all of it. But I'm going to tell you, you roll into Detroit on Thanksgiving Day and think it's going to be a cakewalk, you're going to get slammed. You're going to get slammed. And I'm not saying that the Packers are going to take this game lightly. I know Matt LaFleur will have them absolutely prepared. But I think it's Detroit's day. I mean, a little trivia for you guys. Detroit has been playing the longest on Thanksgiving. Are they the winningest? Not quite. But they've been around forever playing on that day. So as long as they know the day and the logistics of the day and how the day is going to go, I'll take Detroit Lions. I'll stick my neck out even. How about that? I won't bet my house, but I will bet the spread. Right? Let's have some fun on Thanksgiving, right? Extra stuffing for everybody. I'll take the Detroit Lions -2.5. Let's go. Give me the Lions on the spread. Not a problem. I think they cover at home. I think they can push Green Bay around, and I think that Green Bay is coming in full of confidence, right? I always say in Major League Baseball, if you face a tough pitcher the day before, if you face a very tough pitcher the day before, and then you get a cupcake afterwards, you're going to have a great day hitting. The same works here. The Packers played, bad quarterback J.J. McCarthy right now. The week before. They're coming in. They feel great. Jared Goff could teach them what the position looks like in the NFL once again. Let's move on. We've got Kansas City visiting the Dallas Cowboys. Over-under sits at 52.5. The Chiefs are 3-point dogs. I mean, what do we feel about either one of these teams? We'll just both talk it out. Right? The Cowboys were down 21-0 last week. I mean, and they battled back and they fought hard and they won in the end. But I still can't forget the fact that they were down 21-0. Can you? Anybody that's listening to this, when you get this replay, tell me that you remember last week when Philly was absolutely spanking Dallas up and down the field. Dallas caught the rhythm because Dak was able to push it, but they were down 21-0. And it's something that's hard to escape and erase from my mind. And let's not pretend like Dallas plays well at home. Let's not do that. All of it. They're in Dallas and they're the home team and home field and home this. Look it, man. Dallas does not play great at home. It's not a true advantage. It just isn't. It feels like an advantage. And then by the third quarter, you look up in the press box and Jerry Jones is gone. That's what happens in Dallas a lot of times. His team embarrasses him out of the building. That's what happens. I can't make it up. It just happens. Kansas City Chiefs are -3. Dallas is getting 3 points. I really, in my heart of hearts here, I just believe that Kansas City's Andy Reid, the offensive coordinator, The guy who coordinates the whole offense, draws up the plays, gets Patrick in good spots. I really believe that he's better than everything Dallas has. The Cowboys are a good team. They battled back last week. But if you think a battle back will happen twice in a row, think again. Dallas is going to have to march up and down the field. Their defense can't stop a nosebleed. By the way, 21-0 Philly was up. I'm talking to you guys, right? 21-0. The Eagles were up 21-0. And that was with Jalen Hurts. And Jalen Hurts, we don't really regard as a great quarterback. But we do regard Patrick Mahomes as a good quarterback. Do you think he'll keep scoring? Probably. Probably going to keep scoring with Andy Reid as the offensive coordinator. Probably going to keep going. Dallas wouldn't have come back if it was Andy Reid and the Chiefs. I just got to believe that Andy Reid's going to have enough to get past Dallas. I'll take Kansas City on the money line, though. I don't need to take too many chances. Right? That'll be my middle game. I'll be a little lethargic anyway. The turkey and the tryptophan will be sending me to sleep, but I need to make sure that I get my bet in. It's very important. Very important that the bet gets in. Kansas City Chiefs money line. I know it's not sexy, but we're trying to cash tickets. That's our goal here. We only have one goal. I want to cash winning tickets, don't you? Take Kansas City Chiefs on the money line. I really love them. I don't really love Dallas. I don't love that 3. 52.5 makes me feel like it's going to be a wild 2 to 4 point game. I don't want to play that. I don't want to play that at all. So I'll take Kansas City on the road. I think they're better prepared. I think they're more dedicated. And I think when they need it, their defense can bark better and bite better than Dallas's. We're about 12 minutes in. We've got 20 viewers. This is fantastic. Let's get to our late game. Cincinnati versus Baltimore. This game's wild to me because it's divisional. Right? It's a divisional game. And Cincinnati for weeks. I want to, for you guys that don't watch the spreads, Cincinnati has been getting 7 points every single week. 7 to 7.5 and covering. Week in, week out, 7 to 7.5 points every single week, and they've been finding ways to backdoor cover. They've been finding ways. I don't know how they're doing it. They'll be down by 14 points. They'll be down 17 points and find some way to lose by 3. And that's with Joe Flacco. Now there's news out. Have you heard? Joe Burrow's coming back. Yeah, but how much has he been playing? Is that toe a problem? By the way, maybe the toe's completely healed, but people start stepping around your feet and you start thinking you're not playing on time. Baltimore's defense flies around more than they get advertised for nowadays. Baltimore runs around. That defense is a good defense. It's not a great defense, but they do have guys that can get there and make you feel uncomfortable. I don't really believe Lamar Jackson's injured. I think they've managed something that he thought he had. Derrick Henry's fine. Bateman's fine. Zay Flowers, fine. Baltimore's at home. Fine. I know this game is set up for this game, to be quite honest, is set up for the public to sit there and go, oh, well, geez, you know what? Joe Burrow's coming back. They'll cover 7 easily. This game is so easy because they were covering 7 with Flacco, right? If Flacco doesn't play, Cincinnati might even win. Cincinnati's not going to come close to winning. They're not. If Joe Burrow starts, he won't look like the Joe Burrow that you know. He will have feet that kind of move, and they're not going to move in time. He's going to be thinking about it. He'll be sped up through his play calls. These things are going to happen. It's not Joe Flacco who's been playing and covering. Joe Flacco, not Burrow, has been playing and covering. I believe that the Joe Burrow trap is here. Cincinnati fans will be happy to see him on the field, but it doesn't necessarily mean he plays very good. I don't think he plays very good at all. In fact, I'm confident to take the Baltimore Ravens -7. And the over-under, if I dimes to dollars here, I don't think this is going to be a wildly high-scoring game. It's the last game of the day. You've been waiting for it all day. Baltimore and Cincinnati fans alike. Baltimore and Cincinnati has been trying to get both of their fans and families to the game. They've been trying to enjoy Thanksgiving a little bit together. Remember, there's a life outside of football, even on Thanksgiving. And I can't see 52 getting touched. I know, Joe the Savior Burrow is back. But if we're being honest here, and we always are on this network, I think Baltimore handles business pretty easily at home. I don't think the 52 comes into play. So I'll take the Baltimore Ravens -7. So let's recap this. I'll take the Lions -2.5. I will take the Kansas City Chiefs -3. And I will take the Baltimore Ravens -7. And I understand that that is all chalk, but it's all I can really see. And Kansas City, I'm not taking them -3. Just taking them on the money line. Dallas has a chance to cover there. That could scare you. Guys, those are our Thanksgiving Day picks. Jack Stache, Fantasy Farm Sports. From my family to yours, have the greatest Thanksgiving ever. And I will see you, more picks, on Sunday.